What is up, guys? Tactic 85 here, and today I am going to be ranking every single Battlefront 2 hero and villain. So let's get into it. Number 22, BB9E. BB9E I find can be a bit of a hidden gem in the right hands of people. His stun base attack is pretty fine. I find that his middle ability, the big whiplash thing, whatever it's called, that stuns a bunch of troops, is pretty good and decent. But there's definitely better, and I would probably take the top of top reinforcements over him, like the Sith trooper. The big thing about him is that since he's so small, same with BB8 was he can just roll around and he won't get touched. But that's about it. His scan ability is fine, but he's good combo item. Number 21, Lando Calrissian. Lando is a pretty mid hero. I find that his smoke ability can be good, but I don't think it's good. And his pistol he uses the Night Sniper. First of all, it's not a Night Sniper. And second of all, it's a pea shooter. So pretty much, the thermal part of it, it's nice, but a thermal gun, it's not going to carry a whole blast, or it has 0 range, so remove that sniper portion. And it has no damage either. His grenades, again, are pretty good. I think he can be good in some infantry modes, trooper modes, like co-op, but that's about it. He's mid, I guess. Number 20, BB8. This is the counterpart to BB9E, but on the hero side of things. He's definitely better than BB9E. I definitely think his base ability doesn't just stun them and actually does damage, which is nice. I like his right ability, whatever you call it, his dash where he just jumps at them. His scan is fine, but his real gem, especially in close-up maps, his noble ability, the other whiplash thing, it's way better than BB9E's and just kills basically anybody in its path, even some heroes. Number 19, Finn himself. I find Finn to be very situational. He's really good in the right scenarios, but everywhere else, he's just plain. Doesn't really do anything. I have not played Finn as much. I like his pistol, so that does take a little bit away, seeing that I haven't played him that much. I like his rifle, or whatever it's called. The Finn glitch is something. But that's about all I have to say. Number 18, Iden Versio. Our campaign hero is not bad. She is actually pretty good, but there's just so many characters that I can't just put any of them above her.
We're ready here.
Her stun ability is amazing against heroes. Infantry, it's kind of mid, but you don't really need to do it against them. Her sniper is fine. Her secondary ability can take off a chunk of heroes' health. Her shield thing, it's kind of fine. Doesn't really do anything besides tight scenarios. But her droid stun is really good. Her regular gun itself just shoots really fast. And against most heroes, if you can get the stun off, you can take off most, if not all, of their HP with the regular gun. Number 17, Rey Palpatine. Ray is, in my opinion, the worst of the Saber heroes. She's just, as most of the heroes at the bottom, just mid. I find that her left ability, where she just runs at people, can kill a bunch of people. It's very similar to Obi-Wan's, just not as good. Her middle ability, again, don't know what they're called, is good for modes like Supremacy and Co-op, seeing that infantry won't be able to see her. And her mind trick is just annoying. I think if you know how to counter it, it's pretty bad, but yeah. Number 16, Boss. One of the very few bounty hunter characters. I think Boss is exceptional at close range maps, seeing that his middle ability that gives him his grenade launcher, or whatever you want to call it, and thermal vision, take notes Lando, is quite good. I think that his regular rifle is pretty good for sniping at long range. I find that his grenades can be good in the right scenarios, but can kind of just be pea shooters. But his real hidden gem, I find, is his gas, especially when you put the star card that spreads it out. But it's just, he's kind of just very weak in hero modes. I think his grenade ability can be annoying, but against heroes like Anakin, Luke, and Obi-Wan, it just doesn't do much against them. But yeah. Number 15, Leia Organa. Leia had a complete rework, as DICE did rework, because she was one of the worst heroes. Now she finds herself coming a little closer. She's definitely way better in trooper modes, especially in Supremacy, where you can just absolutely hold her position with her shield and assault rifle. Also, to talk about that assault rifle, that is probably the best blaster in the game, in my opinion. Her regular pistol is fine. Her secondary fire is a sniper without scope. Probably what Lando's should have been. Take notes, again. I think, though, that she's just so outclassed by most of the other ones. She can't really, I find that she doesn't make a big, massive difference in games, but at really close range maps, her E11 blaster just shreds through. Number 14, Chewie. Chewie is a very interesting character, being a probably top 3 hero villain. Hero. Top 3 hero in Heroes vs. Villains. But in trooper modes, he's just bad. His bowcaster just doesn't have the fire rate to keep up with infantry. But again, in hero modes, his blaster absolutely shreds heroes, seeing that since it's a blast projectile, it just blows up in their face and does damage even if they're walking. His bowcaster ability does help, but it doesn't do that much. His grenades are just fine, nothing good, nothing bad. And his slam ability, well, is good, just doesn't help him that much in trooper modes, which I'm assuming it's meant for, and just kind of stuns the enemy, which does help. Number 13, Yoda. Yoda can be very good in the right scenarios. He's definitely a hero that is way better in modes. Trooper modes, sorry. In and is definitely weaker in the hero modes. He can maybe work in hero modes, but his push is good. His dash is nice, but not amazing. His heal ability only really works well in hero trooper modes. Oh my gosh. So I would say he's very good in hero modes, since he kind of just runs around and you can't really touch him. Yeah. Number 12. You may be surprised to see it, but Phasma. Now, I personally love Phasma. I think she is a very fun hero. And yes, this is based off of skill and if it's a good hero or not if it's fun. Her blaster to me is really good. And if you go against a good Phasma on her droid, she can be good, and her melee attack one-shots most infantry. In hero modes, as long as she kind of just stays in the back, she can be fine. But for the most part, I think Phasma is good, fun. I think you could make an argument to put her a few spots down, but I personally just really like Phasma. Her 11th pick, halfway through this list, is Han Solo. Han is definitely a really solid hero. Again, he is the halfway through the list pick. All of his abilities are solid. Not quite amazing. His grenade is probably the best grenade in the game, though there are not really that many options. His blaster fire is really good for giving Darth Vader back shots, or really any lightsaber hero. Same with his run dash, or whatever you want to call it. Really good for just giving heroes back shots. Really, all of his abilities are good for giving back shots, if you really think about it. But his roll is amazing. If you've just seen those clips where he just rolls around, shoots the hero like 5 times, and then kills them. Yeah, that's Han Solo for you. At number 10, we have the famous Count Dooku. I find Count Dooku to be a really good hero. He just kind of sucks in oh my gosh, in trooper modes, because he doesn't really have a crowd control ability that heroes like Darth Vader and Maul. But he has some of the most stamina and the most damage out of every hero. With the right star cards, you can make it so that he can 2-hit blaster heroes, 3-hit heroes and villains like Vader. Which, trust me, they have a lot of health. But he's pretty solid in most situations. It's just that since he's just so bad in trooper modes, he's just not that good. At my next pick, I have the bounty hunter himself, Boba Fett. That was a pretty bad impression, at least that's what I was saying. He has, again, one of the best blasters in the base game. His scan ability gives him infinite fuel until it runs out, which is very nice, especially when you need to get out of a tight scenario. One of the very minor things that helps out when you are in midair, unlike the jet reinforcements, you can dash midair. His concussion rocket is kind of mid, I find, because it doesn't really do any damage. But his missiles are amazing for people like Obi-Wan, Anakin, and most of the light side heroes, because you just obliterate them. And then if you have Darth Vader on their team, he'll just give them back shots with a lightsaber or force choke. That's for the most part it. I think, yeah, he has the best melee ability in the game. So yeah, do it, because it is Emperor Palpatine at our number 8 spot. Sorry, I forgot to say that Boba Fett was number 9, but that's whatever. Palpatine is one of the best heroes in trooper modes, and is very solid in hero modes as well. He has probably one of, if not the best ability in the game in Chain Lightning, which can kill a bunch of people, especially in areas such as Jabba's palace. His Force Aura is just blah, but that's besides the point. His regular lightning is just chef's kiss. It's just good. It's not a blaster, but if it was, it would probably be the best. And then his, lightning ability, the right ability, whatever it's called, it's fine. It's good for holding checkpoints, but that's about it. The next is our First Order leader, the more Kylo Ren. And no, he is not a Sith. Doesn't even have Sith eyes, so that's why. Okay, so Kylo Ren is pretty good. His main abilities that really stick out are his Frenzy ability and his Freeze ability. His Freeze ability, let's just say you can do some very despicable things. Well, sorry about that. Let's get back on track. His Force Pull ability, or whatever it is fine. I spoke briefly about it, but his Frenzy ability is one of my favorites in maps like Star Killer Base and Takodana in the final phases of it, and co-op, I find. His lightsaber damage is fine, same all that stamina. He's just really solid in heroes and villains mode. HVV. Oh my gosh, I'm losing my knowledge. No. But that's besides the point. He's really solid in trooper modes as well. Number 6, Space Jesus. Yes, the glorious king himself, Ewan McGregor. My favorite character in Return of the Jedi, besides Youngling Killer. We'll get to him later, Jesus. Sorry if my voice was going a little off. I'm kind of in the sick, so sorry about that. But this man is solid everywhere. His push ability is probably the best ability in the game for killing heroes. And his mind trick ability is kind of annoying, but fine, especially for people like Boba. And his whatever it's called, but the ability where he basically just charges at people. If you know how to use it, which I do and a lot of other people do, it is very solid. And he also is the hero with the best stamina. So, yeah. The defensive king. Bye-bye, Space Jesus. Next up, we have the man with many names, the chosen one, Youngling Killer, and many others. Let's just talk about this. since I just have to get in it, pre-nerf Anakin is easily a top 5 most powerful video game character of all time. And you know that I am right, and I know that I am right. His regular attacks are fine, I find, but obviously the big hitters is his force pull, which is really good. And Anakin is probably the best hero for combos, I find. His ability where he just big circle thing and pushes everyone away, don't know what it's called. It is amazing, especially when you combine it with that force push. And then his like hit ability is really good. And obviously the best one is the combination between like the force choke, which we will get to upcoming, and his like middle ability. That thing. But yeah, he is just a solid pick. Now we have a character that I think is underrated, and yet he is this high. My number 3 pick, Luke Skywalker. He has what I would consider the second best force push behind Obi-Wan's. His like dash attack is amazing for crowd control. And his middle ability, whatever it's called, is also really good. He has amazing stamina and is probably the fastest hero in the game. And plus, it's Luke Skywalker. Who doesn't love this guy? He's literally the main character. Literally. Kenobi! That was a very, very bad impression. But I think you know who's up next. It's the man, the myth, the legend, Darth Maul. The man who led Mandalore with no legs. Maul is kind of like a baby between Luke Skywalker and Darth Vader. They have very similar abilities. It's just that they kind of tone it down a bit. I think Maul is like a worse Vader, but we'll get to that. I think Maul's lightsaber throw is really good. Obviously not as good as Vader's. But you can put some crowd control in with it. His choke, it's good, especially for in hero modes where you just throw people off the map. My biggest issue with it is invaders who can hold the block while using his you can't. And his spin ability is easily his best, giving you great mobility and a great dash. His stamina is solid while not being the best, and his regular hit attack is also amazing, probably being the fastest dark side ability. A fine addition to my collection is our hero, says General Grievous. My bad, not the oh my gosh, General Grievous not being a force user can limit his abilities, should limit his abilities, but it really doesn't. His stamina is very mid, but his attack damage really makes up for it. His attack that basically does not use any aim, whatever it's called, where you basically just hit people, is really good. His move where his middle attack, where he basically just starts shredding everyone, is good for crowd control if you use it right, and his crawl is amazing against heroes and villains. Yeah, and if you've seen the glitches where he basically just snipes people from like 1 trillion feet, and Supremacy is hilarious. And now we're moving on to our number 1 spot. Hear the music flow as your number one hero is easily Darth Vader. His middle ability is also just really good as well, being able to just cook everybody on the opposing team because he's a tank. At max health, if you put the right star cards in the right build, he can be at max health 1,150. You don't understand how big that is. Sorry for the Snapchat thing coming up on the screen. Sorry about that. There's not much I can say. He's literally the chosen one, the fallen angel. That's it for the video.
Prepare to move out.